Hey guys, Coach Justin here with your at-home workout of the day for Thursday, August 13th. Our prep for today, we're gonna start with our broomstick or PVC pipe. You're gonna grab it nice and wide, and we're gonna perform 10 pass-throughs. Try to keep your elbows straight here as you come up over your head and back around behind you, behind to your lower back, and then up, over, and back in front of you. If that doesn't go over with too much stickiness, it's pretty easy to do so. Bring your grip a little bit closer in, and perform it again. You want a little bit of resistance as you go over top, but you also want to try to keep your elbows straight. So over and back for one is 1 rep, and you're going to do that 10 times. Next, we're going to get onto our butt and have our knees bent, feet flat on the ground, 2 hands supporting behind us. Then we're lifting 1 hand up. We're going to do a crab lift here. Drive our hips up to the ceiling, up to the sky, and then look back, way back towards that hand that's reaching back to the wall behind you. Come on back down with your hips and repeat. Drive up with the hips, reach back with that arm, look back towards that hand with your eyes. You're gonna do 5 reps on one side, switch sides and do 5 reps on the other. And finally, we're gonna do a side lying rainbow. So you're gonna lie on your side with your knees bent out in front of you, stack your hands out on top of each other, and then come down towards your knee as you start the motion up, over, and around, making a giant circle with that one arm that's moving. Trying to keep the knees down towards the ground as you bring this hand down towards your hip. Trying to keep it as close to the ground as you can. All the way up, over, and around, and then back to where you started from. It's okay if the hand comes off the ground. The eventual goal is that it doesn't. 5 reps on each side there. We're gonna go through those 3 movements for 3 rounds, and that's your prep for today. All right, our strength and conditioning are combined today with a kettlebell flow that we're gonna perform one-armed. So you're gonna go through the entire sequence on one side, rest 30 seconds, and then go through the entire sequence on the other side, rest 30 seconds. We're gonna go through that for 20 minutes for quality, so not necessarily a race, but just making sure we're going through all the movements correctly. All right. So you're going to start on the ground. I'll show you with my right arm here. So we're going to start with a Turkish get up. So kettlebell's in your right hand, pointing up towards the ceiling. Same side knee, my right knee is up. My other arm and leg are on the ground to support me. I'm going to curl myself up, punch the weight up to the sky, get onto my elbow. Then onto my hand. Then I'm going to bridge my hips up, bring my left leg, my straightened leg, underneath me to a knee. And then we're gonna take that hand off the ground because we don't need it anymore and stand ourselves up, okay? We're not gonna go directly into the descending portion of the Turkish get up now. So that's our 1 Turkish get up. We're gonna perform from here 2 kettlebell thrusters. So squat down, press up overhead, and then into 3 kettlebell push press, dip, not full squat though, drive for 3 reps. And then bringing the kettlebell down, and we're gonna do 2 hang cleans. So back from this hang position to my shoulder, driving up through the hips, rotating, having it supported on my elbow and shoulder to finish. Back down, repeat, okay? And then we're gonna go into a kettlebell snatch, and then we're getting down. So step back the opposite leg, hand down, leg through, butt down, elbow down, back down. Rest for 30 seconds, repeat on the other side. Now all of these movements can be performed with a dumbbell as well. I just showed you with a kettlebell for today. So 30 seconds rest in between arms. We're gonna do that for 20 minutes for quality, and that's your strength and conditioning for today. All right, our recovery for today. We're gonna get right into some stretches here, some longer poses, starting with deer pose. So you're gonna get into a 90-90 position. How close your foot is to your other knee, or how close you are to 90 degrees for today, is gonna depend on what you're comfortable with. So find a spot that's comfortable for you. I'm gonna leave a little bit of gap between my foot and knee here. And then you're gonna lean your chest towards that lead leg and bring it down as close as you can. Slide your arms out to help continue to support you. All right, some people might be just up here, some people might be all the way down. It's going to depend on each individual, but nonetheless, We're gonna hold that position for 2 minutes, flip over to the other side, 2 minutes on the other side. It's important to note that it's not gonna feel the same on both sides. It'll be a little bit different depending on your orientation or dominant side, among other things. Number 2, we're gonna get into a heart melting pose. So make sure if you don't have it, get some padding for your knees. We're gonna start in a tabletop position here, find a neutral spine. Try to keep your hips over top of your knees, so straight line with the femur down to the ground. As you reach forward with your arms and reach your chest down towards the ground, chin down towards the ground, we're trying to get that extension or arching through the upper thoracic spine. And we're gonna hold that position there for 2 minutes as well. So upper thoracic spine from this area to this area of my back rather than my lower back. Okay, so 2 minutes there. Then we're gonna go into a half saddle. So we're gonna get one heel underneath our butt and then have the other leg out in front of us. If you have good mobility, flexibility, you can come down onto your elbows here behind you or completely down, all the way down to your back. I'm just gonna hang out here on my hands. Okay. If your knees aren't awesome and don't love this, what you can do is set yourself up a little bit on an angle, grab your ankle, and perform the stretch here like that. 2 minutes per side there. And finally, get a mental recovery, recover your breathing. We're gonna go into 2 minutes of asana here. Lying on our back, a little width between our feet, arms out to the side, palms receiving position up to the sky. Focus on your breathing, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Trying to calm yourself down. And all those poses, we're just gonna go through one time, 2 minutes per side if applicable. And that is your recovery for today.